Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Legacy of Leaders. I'm Alex Kellison with Heritage Capital Group, and joining us today is Brad Boone with Home and Away Golf.
Thanks for having me.
Brad. Thanks for joining us this morning. So tell us about Home and Away Golf. What is it, and who is it for?
Yeah, so it started, I was traveling for work. I went in a day early, linked up with a buddy of mine, went to his country club. You know, he guides me around, tells me about the holes, the history of the course. You know, we have lunch and just spending that time there together. And I said, hey, how can I replicate this experience? You know, there's a lot of ways that you can get out and travel and play courses, but you never know what that experience is going to be like. You know, the people that you're going to link up with. So we said, all right, let's create an app where people can go in, list their preferences. You know, do you like to listen to music on the course? You know, do you want to ride? Some people think that golf is a walking only. I'll ride. I can be a little lazy. How fast you want to play? Some people say I will not play with a low handicapper. I won't play with a high handicapper. So find people of a similar ability, mindset, and connect and play. So you can do it in town if you want to find a new golf buddy at your own course, or if you go, hey, you know, I'm this side of town, I want to try this course on the other side of town. If you move and you're looking to find a new course, so a lot of options there for the user. But in the day, it's about connecting people with similar mindsets, desires, and availability.
That's a great idea. So, yeah, like-minded people with similar goals, making it easier for them to connect is what it sounds like.
Exactly. You know, there's a bunch of other, I wouldn't say competitors, there's different forms of people connecting golfers. And I think we've tried to simplify it. We don't want to be another social media app. We're not trying to tag in a bunch of photos and scores. There's already apps that do that. And I'm not knocking those. I use those apps personally. But we really wanted to simplify and connect people and allow people to make the experience, you know, what they want it to be. And I think there's the possibility that people can play, you know, exclusive courses that they wouldn't otherwise be able to play. You know, something that we talked about earlier. Even if you meet somebody in town that's at a course that you wanted to play, it takes a while for you to get to that. Hey, will you invite me to your course to come play?
Right.
And this makes it a little more transactional without making it cheap. You know, you're not going in, you're not requiring anybody to have to host if they want to go play somewhere. Hey, you make the decision, I want to host somebody this time around. You let people know what your guest fees generally are, and then you know you handle the scheduling there in the app. But you have the freedom to say, you know what, I'm not gonna charge you. You're here in town, or hey, I'm gonna charge you extra. You know, whatever it may be. It's really up to the user.
Okay. And is there a certain skill level sort of requisite for the platform, or is it really for all levels?
All levels. I mean, there's times where I've been decent passable golfer, but yeah, now I'm well into the double digits of my handicap.
Yeah.
But I've only really been golfing somewhat seriously the last 4 or 5 years, and it is a much more welcoming community than I fully appreciated. There's some really great golfers out there, and I've played with some guys that are fantastic, and they're always very welcoming, and so there's no requirements, and in fact, if you decide when you look at somebody's, you know, preferences and you go, you know what, they are not at a level where I want to play, then don't play. You know, some people enjoy playing with a better golfer. Thinks that maybe makes them better. Other people don't care. They're gonna play their own game regardless of the folks around them.
No, that makes a lot of sense. You know, you told me, I think, before we started the discussion that you got a full-time job, you work for recognizable corporate name. You know, what made you jump over the hump to try entrepreneurship, and what's been the biggest challenge since you've endeavored down that path?
Yeah, it's always something that I've looked at, and you know, you want to build something, you want to create, and when I look at, you know, past life in the military, what do I miss I miss obviously the people, but there were times and missions that we went on where you're building something, you're creating something, and the answers aren't there. My corporate job, there's always an email to answer, and there's always another thing to do, but the answers are there. And here we're figuring it out every day. It's only 3 of us right now, so we get to take some risks, make some decisions, and see those decisions immediately. We get to actually touch what we can impact, and that's what I was really striving for. Obviously, we love golf and want to make it easier for people to play and connect with each other. But building something, being able to impact it and not have the answers, to figure it out is really the fun part.
Yeah, so creating some kind of a legacy, if I could use that word, very apropos for legacy of leaders, but I think that resonates with a lot of entrepreneurs, having your fingerprints and your participation in something that you can leave behind and show that you were involved with. So I think that's a great story and a great place to leave it. Thank you for joining us this morning, Brad, and telling us about Home and Away Golf. If you'd like to learn more about Home and Away and what Brad does, visit dailynewsnetwork.com. Thanks, everyone.